Veer Zara talks about Veer Pratap Singh, who was Air Force officer, fell in love with Zara Hayat Khan, who was a Pakistani, and they happened to meet each other since Zara had come down to India for her granny passed away, and her last wish was that the ashes should be dispersed on the Indian soil. Since she basically she was in India for before for some time, and her wish was that the ashes should be dispersed. So she came down single handedly to India to disperse the ashes, and there she happened to meet Veer Pratap Singh. The first encounter was quite interesting because he was on a helicopter, and his mission was to rescue many of the inmates he rescued already, and then it happened that Zara was the one with whom, from the helicopter, there was a rope from which he was taking the passengers on the helipad, so that they'll be rescued. And what happened that the bag where the ashes were, in which the ashes, it fell, and she started shrieking. And then he also got he was also taken aback. He didn't know why she's shrieking so much. Later on, he came to know that the ashes were brought, and he helped her do so. And he even took her to his village, where Amitabh Bachchan and Hema Malini, they were uncle and aunt, like brothers elder, his dad's elder brother and wife, but they loved him dearly. So the family was basically from Punjab, India, and three of them were there. And then they celebrated, they came to know about Zara, and they actually embraced her with open arms. And they had Lori celebration, and both of them already got kind of attracted to each other. It was kind of love at first sight, you can say. That helicopter was the first instance, and then eventually they started getting drawn towards each other. But it happened that her engagement was already fixed, and she was about to get married to Manoj Bajpayee. And the marriage was more of political happening, because her father was also quite influential, Boman Irani, and wife is none other than Kiran Kher, and then there are other characters, Divya Dutt, and the one who used to serve them. So the marriage was settled, and she was forced to marry him. She was about to marry him, but she was already in love, and she actually fled. She refused, and he was imprisoned on false charges. And Manoj Bajpayee said that if you disclose anything about Zara or anything that you know her, I will defame her, and you will have to pay a heavy price, because you will not want Zara's name to be on a bad light. And because of that, he kept his mouth shut, and they forced him to sign the paper. And for 22 long years, he was languishing in jail. He languished in jail on Pakistani land, and Zara, on the other hand, came to India, and she came to the same place where Big B and the wife were used to stay, and she started a school with children. And the years passed by, and then Rani took up the case. She was an advocate, and she came to know about Veer and Zara, and she took up the case, and he got his freedom, but after many years. Anupam Kher is also a lawyer, but in the negative sense. He was finally rescued, and he united with Zara, and his name was also came as a clean chit. But just imagine someone sacrificing 22 long years, and that too when you are a youth. It really talks a lot about you, and especially your love. This was true love or whatever, but the years were wasted. So I was not convinced with the movie, although the movie has good songs There's some of the few romantic songs as well, and movie is you can enjoy the movie. But what about languishing in jail for such long period of time? Don't you think your entire life got wasted in jail? But the movie is a must watch. You can 4.5 stars.